Hello, DSC, and welcome back to another grade 9 English lesson. And today we're going to be looking at two more storytelling elements. So, elements or things that are in any story, and they are the theme and the character. So, today's learning goal is we're going to learn how to identify and state the theme of a short story, and then how to use in-text quotations to identify character traits. So, what makes a character a particular way? First thing, I'd like you to just warm up on grammar using quill.org. The join code is right here without the quotation marks, so just the word ocean, then grain. So take 15, 20 minutes and just warm up on whatever grammar skills you think you'd like to improve upon. And then when you're done, you can watch this video. That's task 2 right here. Now, task 3 is today's lesson on character and theme. We as readers can infer. Infer is a verb or an action word that just means to make a decision based on evidence and reasoning rather than what's obviously told or said. So we have to make an educated guess. That's what it means to infer. So we aren't being told what the theme of the story is or what the character is like. We have to make evidence or guesses based on evidence to tell us what those things are. Character, that's pretty simple and straightforward. They are the people, animals, robots. They are the things that carry out the events of the story. And there are 5 ways in which you can get a character to reveal him or herself. By what they say about themselves, what they think about themselves and others, how they affect the lives of other characters, what they do, and finally, how they look. So this is called STEAL. That's for speech, thoughts, effects, actions, and look. So those 5 things are an acronym for STEAL. Now, theme is a little trickier. For example, Beaver, that could be a character in a story. But the theme is the overall idea or message that the author is giving. In other words, it's the lesson that the author is trying to teach the reader. It is often confused with plot. Plot is what happens in a story. Theme is the why. Why is this story being told? What is it trying to teach us about life, family, other concepts like that? Love is a concept or common theme in stories. So what is the story trying to teach us about life? For example, I'll give you a hint. For this story, the theme can involve something about parents or other people. But I want you to read the story and then tell me what you think the theme or the lesson is. What is it trying to teach? What is the story trying to teach us about life? Sorry, there's someone just honking their horn. So after reading this, please read the story on your own. Usually we read it as a class, but we can't do that this year. So just click on the link, and it will take you to a story called On the Shooting of a Beaver. Just a short 3-page story, very quick. But once you do that, I'd like you to answer these questions on your own. Respond to the following questions to the best of your abilities. Be sure to pay attention to the marking scheme for each question to know how many ideas or sentences to write for your answers. For example, the first question is out of 6 marks. I'd like you to fill in details about the main character who is telling the story. So tell me what you think the main character is like, or how does he feel in this column here. And then for each idea, you would write a quote as your proof. So if you think he is smart or caring, give me a quote. Remember, start with quotation marks. So you'd write your quote here. And then be sure to give the page number like in this example. So my example that I gave you is that he feels conflicted about his lifestyle. And then I gave you proof as to what it is in this quote on what a contrast being a bushman compared to his life in the town of Dryden. Where did he belong, really? He wondered. And I gave you the page number. Now, this page number will be different because I grabbed it out of the same story out of a different book. But you write your quote page number as where you found it. Could be, and if you're wondering where page numbers are, just look at the top of this right here. So if it happened on this page, you write page 241. If it happened on this page, 242 and 243 for the last page. So remember, you put your idea here, your quote that supports your idea, and then the page number of where you found that quote. And just do that 3 times for 6 marks in total. Number 2, spoiler alert, Joe shoots a beaver. I want you to tell me why you think he chose to kill the beaver. So just 1 mark for it. So you can start out by saying, I think Joe chose to shoot the beaver because, and then you would give me your answer, period. If you do that, that's a complete sentence right there. 3 is theme. This is really important. Theme is the main message of a story and not simply what happens, that is plot. A good way to start a theme statement is by saying, in the story, the author is saying, or I believe the theme of the story is, and I want you to create a theme statement for this story. So what I believe the theme of the story is, and then what is it trying to teach us about life? 4, reading the question before reading the story would have spoiled the story, especially with question number 2. However, it's an effective reading strategy. Why do you think it's important to read the questions before you read the story? Just like we're doing now with this video. 5, in your response is on the shooting of the beaver a good story. Be sure to answer, prove, and explain your response. So remember this from Unit 1. I'd like you to answer, prove, and then explain why you think this is a good story or not. And then finally, this is a review from Unit 1 as well. I'd like you to complete the someone wanted but so then chart to create a summary of the plot events. So 5 marks, 1 for each. So in this box, tell me who the main character is, what does he or she want, what was the problem, how did the character solve the problem, and then how did the story end. So in total, you'll get 17 marks for questions 1 to 6. Another 4 marks for spelling, grammar, and punctuation to bring you a total of 21 marks. And some great beaver puns throughout the assignment. So if you have any questions, I'll be online all afternoon. Feel free to pop into Google Meet to see me, and you can ask whatever questions you want or just hang out. I'll be there. But I hope you guys learn something about character and theme throughout this lesson, and I hope to see you online. All right, guys and gals, have a great day. Bye.